It says we're live, but are we actually alive? Am I alive? Are you alive?
Yes.
You sure we're alive? Alright, well, I think I should do something along the lines of good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to the weekly WAYPN. I'm Karl.
I'm Suni.
So, Sunny, what are we doing?
We have Mr. Alex.
Now,
he has an update for us.
We're going to be much more reliant on Sunny than usual because, unfortunately, Facebook is really Facebooking it up.
Okay, so
if you can read us out his lengthy introduction.
Just a quick update. Smiley face.
So the thing that I think was really good about this one, right, is this right here.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if we talked about this before.
You did. You said that you really like that the fact that it's a human arm patched onto him really makes him feel like a pain boy. I like that he's even added the touch of the Aquila tattoo there.
Yeah, I think that's very cool.
So it's very like a storytelling bit there. It's like what, Cadian arm, you know?
Yeah, definitely an Imperial Guardsman.
Yeah, very beefed up guy.
Yeah, but like the point is that it like you said, you get that story bit. I think the blood splatters are coming through well, but we do have an update on this one.
Okay, because I was going to say at this current point in time, I see like a faint checker pattern.
Yeah.
So I wonder if he's going to do something with that. And also, I thought the blood splatters looked a little too planned. I think if he had used like the toothbrush and done a splatter technique, it would feel a bit more natural.
Yeah, no, but he's definitely going more for the drip than he's going for, I think, a splatter. Like that's at least how it feels to me. Like it's definitely I'm telling a story here. But let us move on because this is a whip and we do see a bit more later on. So next up, we've got Larry.
Larry, building a platform with stairs. Best way to fix this in place? ? I'm thinking hot glue. Toothpicks from behind for stability, but I'll have to be careful not to poke through. So lots of well, I wouldn't say lots of, like someone else, including ourselves, have basically recommended using foam safe glue.
Yeah, another thing you could do is just use spackle and wish it on.
Or what we did was liquid nails that one time.
Yeah, liquid nails would work.
Yeah, but I mean it's a bit bulky, it's hard to use.
Yeah.
So, but I mean foam safe glue. Apparently Home Depot, is it where Nick said Home Depot is where?
Yeah, I think liquid nails is a good solution as well. But I think that's pretty much it. We've given some advice. We move on. All right. So now 3 minutes in, and it's Larry. So I'm just gonna write. So 00 was Alex, and then now we're on 003 Larry.
Larry. Yeah. Okay. Sepia wash on the cape, then some layering in brown grey and rainy grey. Tried some cross-hatching with graphite grey. I'm a little ham-fisted at it, not sure if stippling is a better option. Cape isn't leather. It's a textured fabric. Maybe sponge it? I think it looks fine for what it is.
I don't think that it matches what you've got going here. But like I think it's a much deeper color. It's a
much darker brown.
It looks to be like more of a grey brown, like a lot closer on the grey scale, very desaturated.
I think it looks good enough though, like because there's enough differentiation.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah. I think maybe a wash over the boots and the belt to really just bring out.
But we're just focusing on the cape for now, so I think he might not have worked on the rest of it. So
maybe.
I don't know. I think try going for a different color and maybe some stippling. Yeah, that's basically my advice on this one. All right, so next up we have Lee G. Now we do see
04.
yeah. So we do see some more done on this a little later on, but give me your impressions.
I think the blue is too close, the armor to the flesh.
That's fair. I'd agree with that. I think you want to push way more into...
I think you can brighten the skin a bit more because like the contrast and the shading for the armor is spot on. Like I don't want to touch that blending. I think if you sort of push the brightness, lightness of the blue of the skin, and if you would like, you could even do some like ink wash of like with a purple or something to do the shadows of the skin so that it looks different from the armor.
I don't know. I don't know because like I think like really pushing that into a value section because I think this one's got a much more analogous feel already. So, you know, you're just going to make them match again. But I really do like the wings.
Yeah, the wing is nice.
The wings have come out very well.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on to see more from the later on. Got more on
well, it's in order, so, you know, we will see it when we see it. All right, so next up we have Larry.
Larry at 06. Okay. Did some metallics yesterday. Iron Warriors metal paint and some bronze. Gold was done already and the missile arm already had metals except for the shoulder joint. Had been stuck in the weeds on this one for a long time. Not knowing what to do next, and I realized I was just lost in the details and that's what needed doing. So, details. Then start decals and weathering and figuring out a base. Thinking about trying that super glue base technique thingy, so I got to find that video again. Oh, do you mean the one where
with the PVA?
PVA.
I
saw one the other day. It was just put the PVA on, and then you drip dots of super glue over
in the PVA.
Yeah, while it's wet, and then you let it do its thing, and it becomes that sort of creepy alien texture. Just so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, details are looking good. I think it's still very your blue. I think that the biggest thing is that the Games Workshop models really cry out for edge highlighting.
Yeah, but I think he wants to do some weathering on this.
I know he does want to do weathering on this. It's just, I think, until you have that sort of thing sorted, or until you really go ham with the weathering, it's going to feel very incomplete. Like, it feels very sort of factory fresh. Like, this feels like what you'd get from one of the Joy Toy sort of things.
Yeah, the Joy Toy.
But
yeah, righto.
You know, it's very clean. It's going in the right direction.
Yeah, definitely ultramarine.
Definitely.
Ultramarine, like
not Lee G. Definitely. All right. So now next up we've got James.
All right, we've got James. At 08.
Yeah.
To obey the Monday posted question. I am currently painting It from the board game Betrayal House on the Hill It expansion. Still a working in progress. Want to get them done before Halloween comes around. Fair enough.
So I think that the clown It is looking really good. I think that that's come out well. I don't think he really wants to push the the dirty white for his costume too much more.
Yeah.
Because you want the face to have that level of paleness white.
Yeah.
Now, see, the problem with this is, like, this seems like generic 80s bully, right? So it doesn't really, like, scream anyone in particular
Fair
to
enough.
me.
Yeah.
I do, however, really like the pants, but I think the shirt needs a lot of highlighting.
Just some definition on the creases would help it, I suppose.
Yeah. Not a lot, nothing crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's a good start. I think definitely next time, if you could, James, just take regular pictures.
Yeah.
You know, on like what do you call it? Just a set background will help a lot. All right, so next up, here we go. This is what I was talking about.
More from the Lee G.
So I think the base pretty much did what I was talking about, right? Really pushing the values, but I think you could push even further, and the legs aren't pushed enough because, like, I have to agree with you now. Like, the blue really blends together.
Yeah.
You know, like, here's a good sort of thing to do when you're looking at something like this, right? Is just sort of not go cross-eye. You know when you sort of fuzz your eyes, where you sort of can't quite make something out when your eyes are blurry. So, like, look at it.
When you squint your eyes.
Yeah, when you squint your eyes and make it blurry, right? And then, like, do things blend together?
Yeah.
If things blend together, then that's when you're in trouble, because essentially, it's not a good situation. But anyway, you say what you were going to say.
I
Something.
pretty much have the same opinion, because you also have the staff got the blue on there, but I mean it's still differentiated with the borders of gold.
Yeah.
But, like, it's just blue on blue.
Yeah.
And nothing wrong with blue on blue if you have value differentiation.
Yeah, no, because, like, I think when it's got the borders around it, it worked well, but, like, if you're looking at this model from afar, it's just going to be a blob of blue.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, so, next up, it's me.
You.
What do I say over there?
Here is my contribution to the Bushido. You're supposed to read it. Does it not show up?
No, not on
okay.
here. That's how
contribution to the Bushido Commission. Helped Sunny prime up all the different factions so things are just ready to go. And it's one less thing to worry about. And also color coding the basis for gameplay. Also continued on this same Attilan Rough Riders umpteenth revision on the conversion itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, but thankfully, which is
finished.
over now.
So
Client has given us the go-ahead.
And I've started painting on it. Very, very little, but...
I posted the picture update in the
Yes,
Discord.
but I really wish you didn't, because it's just, like, nothing. But yeah, so...
It's something.
Can we stop? So, with all of the Bushido teams, how many guys is there? There's something like 7 teams or something?
No, let me check.
It's alright.
No, it won't be that hard to check.
You say that, and then you take forever, so... I'm going to count to 5. 4.
1, 2, 5.
5. Okay, there's 5 teams, and usually they have about... Like, the smallest one is this bird team, which has 4, and the largest one has 10, but they're usually around 8.
I don't keep track. Oh, yeah, probably 8, yeah.
Yeah, and so just getting them all done up, and so I'm just color coding these bases. Actually, I think the bird team must have 5, because I think that's the bird team colors there.
Yeah, that's one of the bird team colors.
Yeah, so the thing is, it's just about getting all of that prep work out of the way, and some of the times just doing that gives you a bit of a head start.
But it seems that the orange one is the biggest, because that seems to have a lot.
Well, see, the purple one doesn't show the second lot of bases underneath it.
Okay.
So this guy I've been working on forever, since March, I think, and it's just been a bit of an S show. It's been very frustrating. But yeah, so I'm just glad to be able to be moving on with him. Let's move on to... this will be you at 14.
Yep, me at 14.
So I'll go... I think I was about 12.
Yeah.
Alright, you go.
Slow on the progress, but here's my current whip wetness day on Mr. Akoshi. No reference for this one, so I'm winging the colors a bit, but Henry and I discussed to do green and purple sinister smoke, and the client is liking things so far.
Yeah, and you get a bit more done on this guy a little later on, don't you?
My big fella is not.
Yeah, no, that's probably in the next post or whatever.
Mm.
Alright, so next up we have Larry.
Another piece I'm just trying to get off the table. Decided the metal frame was shot by a laser or something, so it should be a little hot at the edges.
Now,
yeah,
someone did this really well. I think it's El Miniaturista does a very good way of doing, like, cut metal. He did like a sort of...
What he might do is get like a hot knife or something and press it against the plastic.
No. I mean like the painting side of it. He does cut things out, but what I'm saying is the way in which he does the painting technique.
Oh, probably, yeah. He's very good with those glow effects.
Yeah, so check out him. Wolverine himself seems to be going well, but like his butt doesn't have a whole lot of definition currently.
Needs to have a defined butt.
Also, his shoulders seem to need a bit more definition. It seems like you're going for some definition on the pecs, but I think some edge highlighting on his mask wouldn't go astray. Other than that, I think it's looking pretty good.
Yeah. The color scheme looks very bird-like to me, though.
Well, that's his original costume.
Suit, yeah.
The brown and yellows.
Which is odd.
Why is it odd?
Because he's a wolf, and he should look like
No,
Wolverine.
not wolf. Wolverine.
Yeah.
Not a wolf.
But it's... Never mind. Okay.
They're not the same thing. Why do you look like that?
Because that's a Wolverine is someone who is...
No, a Wolverine is a different type of animal completely.
But it's based off a wolf, right? Like
no, it's...
werewolf? No?
No. Yeah, look. I will show you. That's a Wolverine.
I didn't know that was an animal.
I think it's a part of the badger family.
Oh, badger.
Yes, it is a very aggressive animal.
I did not know this.
That's why he's the Wolverine, because he's so aggressive.
I didn't realize it was a real animal. I thought it was just a name, like character name.
Oh, it's Weasel. There you go.
You're a weasel.
All right. Well,
bad reputations.
Let us move on to more Larry at 18.
At 18. Alright. The further adventures of a horny toad man. Continuing with the motif, he is equipped with instruments locally sourced from here in New Mexico. Copper, silver, turquoise, and fire opal. The main area in the shield is what I'm trying to make simulate fire opal. Had some problems getting thin lines last night, so I may do some adjustments. Maybe not. Many of them have purples and blues and even blacks, but given the size of the paint area, I'm not trying to get too fancy. Just an approximation.
I think he's got an approximation, and I think trying to push further is going to get yourself into trouble, because you're going, because like take a look at some of these things, right? Like you like this right here with the green coming through with the light and all of that sort of thing. You are going to get yourself into trouble, right? And you're gonna. I think it does a good approximation. Like, people aren't going to guess it straight away by looking at it.
But it has a magical quality to it.
It does have a certain quality to it. I think just add a S-ton of polish to it.
Polish.
When I say that, I mean
varnish.
Yeah, high gloss varnish.
Just on the fire opal section.
Yeah. And I think that will do what you want.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he's looking good. He is looking a lot more like a horny toad. I noticed you've got the blood coming from his eyes as well, because they shoot blood from their eyes.
What?
That's their defense mechanism. Every lizard has the weirdest defense mechanism in the world, like the frill neck lizard, or there's the sprinting guy, the guy who will run across
the water. I thought that was so cool. But shooting blood as a lizard seems like a bad idea considering you're cold-blooded. Don't you want to keep that?
Well, as a general rule, you want to keep the blood on the inside. But,
still, don't shoot blood.
Yeah, I thought it was like a badger too, but apparently it's a
JC lizard. Love them.
Okay, but yeah, we will move on to more Larry
at 20.
Yep.
Okay. Attempting a sheet for the base. Water down Mod Podge in a glasses wipe. Let it dry. Airbrushed white. Then use Vallejo Express Color Templar white to help with shading and distinguishing the folds. Sorry. Maybe should have made it off base. Maybe should have made it off base, then glued it on. But it's a little base, and I wasn't sure if I'd get the right size otherwise. Not the greatest. It didn't fold quite how I wanted it. But given the chaos of the moment, I suppose it's a serviceable first attempt. For the Blair thing, I used some Army Paint to Sepia Wash. Didn't flow quite like I expected. I thought all the super glue I used to affix the wood would seal it more. But it looks quite nice to me.
Yeah, I think the wood's looking decent.
Yeah, I think it looks quite woody. And it looks good in my opinion. I think it's distinguishable from the model.
Yeah.
I like some variation where some of the wood is actually darker than the others. Which is a good touch.
Oh. No, I definitely think it is good.
I think it worked out.
Alright, but yeah, I'm not as sold on the sheets though. I don't think they look like sheets. Unfortunately, I don't think they look like much of anything.
It looks like a
masking
construction.
tape.
Yeah,
No, it just looks like masking tape to me.
Like you're still working on it or something kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. So I understand that you're going for something, but I don't think that it's
quite worked out.
Yeah. All right. Let us move on to not Larry, it's you.
Yeah, at 23. Okay, here's a Koshi complete. One of the things I hate about the Bushido models is that there's a lot. Anyway, a lot of 3D renders of their models and very few box arts to reference. So I was stuck on the color scheme for a bit because there were a lot of tans that were going to be used. So for this one, again, I set the base with Intensity inks, lime, violet, crimson, red, chestnut, and wood. Then I mixed the inks I've used with base paints on my palette to create opaque variations to layer on top. I felt the model really needed a little OSL, so I used white in areas to highlight fluoro yellow from Vallejo and one of their purples, which is Alien Purple. I looked it up. Also, yeah, so my big guy was posted before this. Way before this, and it didn't show up here.
Oh, didn't it?
Yeah, it's not in the lineup for some reason. Not on yours and mine. We've been going through chronologically, and I don't know why my one.
All right, well, give me a second, and we'll bring that one up now, and we'll we'll take a look at it.
Okay.
I just love Facebook. It's just...
Yeah, there it is.
Wasn't this last week? No, it's not last week.
This week I made all these models.
Yeah, no, that's weird because look how...
And then that one didn't show up too, did it?
No, we saw that one.
Oh, we saw that one? Okay.
Alright, so we'll take a look at this one.
Yeah, so I'm just going to cover it very, very simply.
Hold up, we'll just talk about this one, then we'll talk about that one, okay?
Yeah. So, yeah.
Give me one moment. Alright, here we go.
So there's not too much here that I want to talk about. So if you take a look at the next photo.
Mm-hmm.
So this is it. Once I did the base setup, so I used the Intensity inks. I wanted to do inks this time because I was using inks a lot with the massive D&D commission that we did. Mm-hmm. And I just found that it's a lot easier to work with. You don't have to worry about dry time as much. Mm-hmm. Blending's a lot easier, and it pretty much works as the same principle as contrast paints. So I just started off with inks, and I much prefer that. And then I did up like some base highlighting for like the hat, the armor, blah blah blah. But he looks really flat. Yeah. The client liked it as it was, but I wasn't happy with it. I thought it did not feel character level at all. So this is how he looks just with the inks. And then I decided to push.
I think this is when you started
pushing. This is when I pushed it, put on the whites, really define the smoke, and then thin down some of the inks to create like a manual OSL glow over certain areas.
Yeah. And I think it worked out really well.
I think it just made it feel character level after that.
All right, and there was this post. Do you want to read out that post? You've got it?
No, I'd have to probably do it the way that you did.
Okay.
Because it wasn't in my feed either.
Yeah, but there was something that you wanted to say about this guy?
Yeah, so this one, I just wanted to try showing more whips. So again, I start off with like the yellow intensity to just set the warmth of the model, because it was more like a yellow green. So these are the colors I used. All the intensity inks are yellow. And very
this is yellow, not green.
No, it's a very thin yellow. And of course, when you mix yellow with black, it looks green. So that's why it looks a bit green. And then after that, I mixed the olive green, brown, white, and then I put that over the top, and I used oxide to get that fleshy tone at the fleshy areas. And then after that...
How'd you manage this?
So that's crimson.
Yeah.
And I just watered it down a lot and just sort of splotched it around there. And that creates a bit of that hard edge of the pooling, right? Much like watercolors. And while it's still wet, I go in with a little bit of purple, which you'll see in the next one, violet. You just like dot them in areas. And that creates that sort of spider webbing bleeded effect to create the veins. And I would go in with a clean brush with a bit of water and dab it over the purple to make it spread out a bit more so it's not so stuck.
Yeah.
And that's me putting crimson over the wounds and the intestines and things like that.
I really don't like the material that we're working here with the steel, because like at first I thought it was my spraying that left all of these little dents and stuff, but it's not. It's the material.
Yeah,
so
it's the actual model itself. It's a bit rough in some areas and smooth in other areas.
Yeah, well, like
that's the thing with metal models.
The problem is that with that, you'd have to scrub it with a steel brush.
Yeah, and it's such a soft metal. You're gonna ruin the detail.
Yeah, so
even make it worse with more texture.
Yeah, but so that's one of the things. But it's
you see the difference, like once you put on the base paints to, bring out the definition. Really comes.
Yeah, it's an interesting model. But
yeah, they definitely have a lot of interesting models. I'm not gonna lie. Like I like how they are very interesting looking. But I just don't like the material.
I don't like the material and I don't like the models, to be honest.
I think they're kind of quirky.
Well, like, I think the scale always feels a little off with them.
Yeah.
Like, because I remember looking at one of the other packs and there's like this really skinny girl, right? And then there's like a guy and his biceps are bigger than her head. And I'm just like, jeez.
Yeah.
Alright, let us move on to... Who do we have after this?
We've got
John.
John. I haven't heard from John in a while.
Yeah.
Sorry, because my one's showing Joseph first, then John.
Oh, is it Joseph then John? I've got...
yeah.
Oh, it looks like
Is it?
Joseph didn't come through on my one. Alright, so give me a minute and what we'll do is I'll find Joseph and we'll go there. So just give me a minute, guys. Sorry, Facebook has been
increasingly bad, as you can see.
Yeah, well, like, because we've had some serious problems with it, and essentially, it's just been the not goods. And I've been increasingly frustrated by it because we try and do things with it and it's
slow, it mixes things up, it doesn't show posts, it spams. Things that should be considered spam comes through, things that shouldn't be spam are blocked.
Yeah.
Without our permission. It makes posts without our permission too.
Yeah.
So, sorry guys, just a little aside happening right now. That's about it.
Just give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it not?
Yeah, that too. It doesn't bring up our members sometimes.
So we're gonna have to manually find him through the thing. Oh, this is absolutely fantastic.
Should I send the link to you directly?
Yeah, just send me the link is probably the best bet.
One then.
No, hold up. Just
That the share button right there.
just go like that.
Okay.
And then copy that and send that to me.
Sure. Okay, there we go.
Okay, should be here. Do I not see it?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yes, but do you see how it got rid of all the text? The text that I was writing? Oh, okay,
no.
That's in the wrong one.
Oh, sorry, did I send it to the wrong area?
No, it's alright. Okay, so let's take that down. Alright,
Okay.
We should be good.
Okay, so, Joseph. My Right Busters expansions are done at last. I was mostly aiming for tabletop quality. These are board game minis, good, but not always the finest, and they're pre-assembled, which always creates issues with painting. They also likely won't see constant use. These pics look darker than expected, not sure why. Hopefully they show up better for everyone else. Names and maybe some details on individual pictures. Righto. Unfortunately, I can look at the names and things. So these, okay. So we're looking at him.
Oh, sorry. I can go back to the start if you like.
Yeah.
I usually have the guys' names on the side.
Yeah,
I can
the guys'
read them
names
out.
are showing up on yours.
So organ,
some sort of worm.
Dicline,
Diclinen.
Real acolytes. But yeah, like everything's looking good thus far. Not not seeing handlers.
Yep. Because we cannot say the word here on this
It's fine. Don't worry about it. But anyway, Sergeant Sally.
Mm-hmm.
See, she's looking all good. And I know the minute that we see the eyes, we're going to be like, oh, no, that's not too bad.
But yeah, I see what you mean. Like, it's so dark. I can't really make out much of her.
I think it's probably to go against the white background.
Yeah. You should, I think, try like a mid-grey or a black background.
Yeah, she has way more of the googly eyes.
I can clearly see the sort of the definition,
yeah.
But I cannot tell like what are the colors you've used.
Well, no, like I can
much.
see highlights and stuff and all.
Yeah, that's
that.
what I said. Like definition, like I can see the highlights and things, but I can't really tell what colors.
This guy seems to have come out well.
The skin's looking quite.
No, well, maybe on the face.
And the hands
but,
too.
No, because like I can see definition in there and in there, right? It's just that it's super pale.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this one looks very good.
Yeah, he looks just like sort of like standard 40k nonsense.
In a way, yeah. Well, it feels like something from a movie. Is that a foot? Oh, look, a portal. I like
this looks
portal.
nice. Yeah, no, that looks cool.
Yeah, like, wow.
And,
I like the... What is that thing? The
control
box.
panel.
Is that a control panel? Okay. I like the control panel a lot.
Yeah, it seems to come through.
Oh, this one came out really nice. You can see all the details. Stargate. Yeah. Oh, he's eating someone. Oh, okay.
Yeah, or... No, look, see, that's his head right there.
So it's like one of those, the possessed ones, like, you know, when they...
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Very weird design. It does very much make him look like he's being eaten.
Is that his brain elongated into a worm or something?
I don't know.
Looks like it. Oh, this one's cool. Gross, but cool.
It just looks like not a Tyranid, but a Zerg.
A Zerg.
Yeah.
They're very interesting designs.
Yeah, it looks like standard sort of Tyranid thing. I reckon that an OSL glow would really help those guys.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, because I think you really nailed these creatures. The texture, the tone, the definition all come through very nicely. Very clean, crisp. Also very natural looking. So like when you have that uncanny red glow coming from it, I think if you had that glow effect come through a bit more, really sold it. Yeah, but I mean, yes, you did say that it's just a tabletop. Just sort of want it done, sort of thing. I thought the big guy turned out real good too.
But I tell you what, all you have to do is replace the head, and it is just a Skaven guy.
Oh, Skaven guy, yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, like I think everything turned out well. I think being on these bases really helped these guys.
Mm-hmm.
I think once they like were off the sort of where you sprayed them, I think that helped a lot because when they're on the thing that they were sprayed on, like they all sort of blended in. But now that they're all sort of done, yeah, like it's a board game. You know, like a lot of the details are quite soft. Like, especially, I'll see if I can find him again. The guy with the worm head. Like,
oh yeah,
his details were particularly soft.
like a gene stealer.
I think like these girls came out fairly well.
Just that it was very dark, so I can't really see very well.
Yeah. I'd agree with that. But like when I was looking at the this guy, right? So like right here, because it all sort of blends together right. It looks like he's being eaten by this thing, especially where the shoulders are.
Yeah.
Right?
And the pose.
Yeah, the pose as well. And like from here, you'd think that somebody's being eaten, right? But like here with the head, you can't really tell that it's like that, and maybe like that's the point. But I feel like this could be done better. This here.
As a model design or as a painting?
I think both.
Okay.
I think both. Like, for example...
Just, like, give a bit of differentiating.
Well, I'd probably make this the central focus.
Yeah.
So, like, I'd probably make that slightly lighter, and I'd probably do some of those worming effects that you've done, with that sort of thing, and sort of have that blend out to the back. But, yeah. So... Yeah, I think good job all round for Joseph. I think like all of it looks really good. I think these guys especially came out quite well, and I think that the basing really helps them.
Yes.
Because like compared to the other guys, they sort of just blend into the bases. Mm-hmm. And I know these are the bases that come with the things, but some of those bases aren't so great. Like, this is a very boring base.
Yeah, very flat, very nothing.
Yeah. And, like, I get that some of them have to be that way, but especially when, like, these guys have great texture, and, like, they're, with the bigger guys, they had boxes on them and stuff like that. But... let us move on to... where are we at? Oh, well, we're at John, right?
Yeah, at 41.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Terminus decree gone wrong. I quite like the contrast of the whole piece, but I think maybe the pose of the marine itself could have been a bit more dynamic, especially since you're doing like a very flat background and ground to bring focus to the model. I think that could have been pushed a bit more, or even like some comics still have the rays or something at the back, like a little something to bring.
The rays? What's
the rays?
Oh, rays of light.
Yeah, like rays of light, like some sort of movement texture would help.
I think it just looks very flat to me. Like, this leg sort of doesn't look like it's as behind as much with this leg.
Yeah.
Like, I get that he's done this shading here to sort of indicate that it's further back, but I sort of don't feel it.
The perspective is a little off there, yeah.
Yeah. Like, I get it's a bit of a meme picture and that sort of thing, right? Because Terminus decree gone wrong. But yeah, it's like that's the thing that I see. Like, I think that the special effects and the blood look good, but and I like the posing of the Custodies, thank you. But when I look at this guy, he sort of seems very stock posed, if you know what I'm saying.
And also I'm a little confused why the Custodies weapon staff is a bit munted like that.
Jagged?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because as far as I remember, they're usually very straight.
It's an interesting choice.
Yeah.
All right. What would you do to improve it?
I think, like I said, movement and texture in the background, just to give it some dynamism. And of course, improve the perspective of the Marine himself. Just to give it a bit more
punch.
Yeah.
All right. Then it looks like it's more you.
Apparently. Satuo Hachi. Almost done. Hoping that once I get the golds on him, he'll look less messy. I'm as pleased with this.
Why aren't you as pleased with this guy?
That angle looks good. Like, this angle looks nice.
Mm-hmm.
But the front angle makes him look very sloppy.
This one?
No, the just a straight front shot.
I think we do have a straight front shot.
We do have straight front shot. It's that one.
This one?
Yeah, that one. Looks a bit...
I'd say it looks very similar to the previous guy.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay. We shall see, we shall see.
Obviously the golds aren't done, but I mean...
Yeah, that's why I'm saying, hopefully once the goal is done, it'll feel a little bit more put together.
Maybe it's because, like, the OSL isn't as strong?
Maybe.
Alright, let us move on to...
it's
Alfarius. So, let's see.
Update.
045 Alpha.
Alfarius, yep. So it just says Death Guard update, because there was no text included with this one.
Yep.
And we are seeing the step-by-step process of more of these guys.
Yep.
I quite like it. You can see Alfarius is very good at getting those very clean, flat base tones. Nice opaque layers. And then once he starts griming things up, man.
Yeah, I think
really
he's
love
very good at grinding things up.
Yeah, the definition is great. The balance is good.
This is good for the basing. I think that's great for storytelling. Because, like, those little drops of sludge, right? See, I think that shows the corruption and such, right? Like, it's not too much, but, like, here, I don't know what's going on over there. But the little drops of sludge I like. I really like these rusted out barrels, right? I think that looks very good.
Yeah, like the definition on this is very good.
I also like the verdigris. I think that's come through very well.
Yeah.
I think these sludge cannons never tend to look good. Like, I've never really seen one of these sludge cannons and I've been like, oh, I'm really impressed by this sludge cannon. I think it's just the design. Like, just look at the design. It doesn't have anything where you're like, oh, that looks really interesting and cool, right? Like, it seems like something you'd see at Nickelodeon. You know, if it wasn't rusted, it'd go boink wonk.
The slime thing that they do, yeah.
This is looking alright, but like, see, I think the red eye is good. It's got a certain menacing vibe, but I think with that sort of yellowness into white, it doesn't work at all. Do
you think it should be more separated?
No, I think that it's just like there's something here which feels very off. Right? Like,
I think if he used like a brown at the base of the horn.
Yeah.
And then just leave the rest as is, right? Just blend a
little
bit of brown.
Maybe you might be right.
Because I see what you mean. Because like the yellow going up into the white of the horn just feels a bit like wrong.
Yes.
So like I think a bit of a differentiator there. But like I mean, I love how we've done the rust, and then like there's those clean metal edges on everything, and it just makes it feel like each individual part is picked out. And I would say what a massive improvement from starting minis until now. Like
from the whip to this.
I mean, look at this. I love this. I like the back.
Yeah,
the back turned out so nice.
Like when you look at starts like that, you're just sort of like, well, how do we actually get to our finished model? And then, you know, you see
the slow progression. You add layers.
Yeah, like here it doesn't look like much at all until you get to the very end. So I think well done, Alfarius.
I do think you could have used a different shade of brown for the base, because that brown is very similar to the browns that you've used on the mini itself.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about that because it still manages to remain separated, but I think we should move on to some more from Alfarius.
Oh, yes. Okay. Sherry Birkin from Resident Evil 6 by Alfarius. And he has put up the reference photo that he is following.
Yep.
And it seems it's a metal model. That's how it starts. And put the base coats on. And more base coating. Whoops.
Why are you like
Okay.
this Facebook?
And then I think he puts on like a grey wash for the top to bring out the definition of the white coat.
Not sure.
It seems there's some wash on the scarf too.
Yeah.
Oh, but like, take a look at this. This is exactly what I mean. Like, he looks like a low poly 3D model now.
She looks like
she looks like a low poly 3D model.
Do you remember our friend who always like used to get like he's and she's mixed up?
Oh yes.
That was
This really does not look like a mini at all. It just looks like a 3D model. But I'm sure once he puts on more of the layers and the whatnot.
I think the biggest thing is highlights now.
Yeah, highlighting, adding some shading here and there.
Well, I think let's go for the highlights first and then see how it looks. Because that's the main thing. Because like in this picture, it does look like a low poly render, especially when compared to like some of the previous ones where the edges were a bit harsher, like right here.
Mm-hmm.
Right here. Now that could just be the photography, but yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
Uh-huh.
All right, so next up we've got John Gass at 51.
51. Been working on the Zangor Shaman for my 1,000 Suns. I feel he's getting pretty close to done. Thoughts? It's apparently a 75mm statue he got online. The Sherry Birkin one. Alright. Okay, yeah, I really like the green. The green of the eye, the weapon. Everything has come up quite nicely. I especially love the feathers. That's very lovely magenta shade.
I don't think
Going
that
into
the
the blue.
basing looks that good though.
No, the basing I'm not very impressed by at all. But like now that you've done up the sort of the fabrics and stuff.
The feathers do look good.
He does look like he has metallic skin. Especially now I'm taking a look with the the very vibrant blue arm brace next to the skin, and that's like so flat. And then you've got the shiny skin, and then you've got the flatness of the fabric, flatness of the everything else, basically.
The feathers are quite colourful.
Yeah. I mean, in terms of texture.
Uh-huh.
It really brings out the sort of metallic, shimmery, magical nature of the skin that you were going for.
Mm-hmm.
And it works. I wasn't very confident about it at the start, but now it really comes together.
I really do think that he should still invest in some white oils.
Okay.
For the eyes and for things like that. Like, just imagine white oil, like, just dotted here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be in the center. And then, sort of like
Tesseract
natural
glow on
yeah,
top.
well, yeah, you got to wait for it to dry first, but then the Tesseract glow, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much. Like,
or even fluoro yellow will work here too.
yes. But the point is that, just having that white oil as the base to sort of allow you to have those things, because it allows for a little degree more control.
It just makes sure it really stays in the recesses.
Yeah.
Unlike an ink or something.
Yeah. But also, I think that the horns, or whatever we want to call these, I think that they look quite a bit messy. I think like either darken this up, lighten these, or do the opposite of that, but like keeping them all the same I don't think helps a lot. I think that would go far. So after that we have RJ at 54.
Oh look, I finished something. So says Mr. RJ.
And
is this a Kingdom Death one?
Yeah, I'm gonna hazard a guess and say it's a Kingdom Death because it looks sad and there's a lot of bone.
Well, it's the weapon that gave it away for me.
Because it looks like a fishbone.
Oh, it just looks like some very, very Kingdom Death-esque, like that sort of.
I do feel that his cloak's a bit flat.
Yes. I was thinking the same. Like, I'm really liking the fire. I do think you could push a little bit more with the fire glow, though.
No, because I think what he's trying for is that sort of dark fire. Because, see, it starts out light at the bottom and darkens.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, wherever it's bright,
yeah,
I think you could push it just a little bit more. Or it could be the lighting, I'm not sure, but just a little bit more to push.
He's like, I'm so done with life.
Mm-hmm.
I've grotesced too much.
No, honey. He has gorbed.
He's gorbed.
He's gorbed. Grotus. He does not follow me.
I am getting really sick of Facebook.
But I do agree. I think the cape could use a little extra.
Just the fur of the cape.
Yeah,
I think like down here is looking
very
fine,
nice,
but like this looks very flat.
What do you think? Like a brighter highlighting dry brush?
Yeah, just some highlights. Like it doesn't feel very RJ.
Yeah, it still has a little bit of an incomplete quality about it.
All right, next up we have some more RJ.
Oh boy, some spaced dudes. Yeah,
some spaced dudes.
I love the power sword. Like he's so good at these effects.
I think the power sword looks very good. It seems very ironically Star Warsy. You know, the way that it's sort of like you could sort of hear it power up just.
What I think it could use, maybe you've done it already and it's not showing this particular angle, but I think a little bit of that green glow hitting onto the armor, the side of the face, and the tops of the hands.
We can see that this guy, like, they're not completely finished. Or at least I hope they're not completely finished. But they do have a much more sort of rustic feel to them.
Yeah, very sort of ancient-y feel to it.
Well, like, you know, like the usual GW ones feel very polished, like
very vibrant.
Yeah. But this one, like, I think he's used a lot of sponging techniques and that sort of thing, and it just makes them feel quite worn. But you know who it reminds me of? We haven't had him on for a little while. It's the King of Weathering. What's
yes, Tomas.
It reminds me a lot of Tomas's work. But like this is just before Tomas is like, oh, I think they're all right now. Now I'm going to completely destroy them
with more weathering.
Yeah, and like,
and then you're like, it looks good, Tomas. It looks good.
Yeah, and then he's like, the guys look like from the one where he's on his knees doing the platoon thing, and he's just like all shot up and stuff. Wait, stop that! Stop it! Stop touching me! But all of the colorations are good and that sort of thing. But like, I think
it helps because it really makes things like the power sword really pop.
Yeah, but like you have a feeling for the directionality of light and stuff like that. Like you can feel which direction the light's coming from and such. But I think it's time to move on to Alex.
Alex at 58.
Yep.
Okay. For his birthday, my son Ethan got the Sun Prowler's Spearhead box set. He asked me to help him paint them up, so I have done this test model. So I know which paints go where, etc., and he is going to paint the rest. Except for the airbrushing of the green skin, he will do the rest. Once everything is painted, we will do the bases, and I'll take photos of the whole process for you all.
So, what's his son's name again?
Ethan.
So, alright, Ethan. I think this is a good base. There is one thing that I'd say. I'd say that the eyes are big enough for you to do a different colour. Now, I understand that chameleons have the same coloured eyes and such, that sort of thing. But I think, you know, this is great, you know, complementary colours. I think all of this looks good. I really like the sort of brass thing, and I think the gold is looking good. I think it's a good sort of like standard thing to go with, but I think what I would like to see is some more standard lizardmen, because obviously the chameleon skinks are different to everyone else. Alright.
I do love the definition on the scales. Very well done on that.
Alex does that well. And I think doing up a test model is good. But I think like seeing like a standard skink or saurus warrior would really help us sort of get a good idea of where he's going to go with them. Alright, so let us move on to our final miniature.
Pusha at 7 or 1, I guess.
1.
Some photos of the current project, various states of completion. Still need an all-over oil wash and everything. Painting tiny off-white details on the last remaining banners and batch painting almost everything. Well, so this is an epic scale one. Wow. It's so puny. Puny tiny.
He's doing really well with doing
the windows.
Yeah.
In his like usual quality.
Yeah, I think they've come up very well.
That was a lot of effort, man. Especially for epic scale stuff. Ooh, check that.
Yeah, I think these guys have come up very well. I think you've done well picking out all of the sort of definition with these sorts of things. I think that he's done well. I really dislike the idea of doing guys at this size. I don't think that I would like to do something like that. That's just me. But yeah, so
it's taken a lot of work to get that level of detail on those.
Yeah, no,
so it's tiny that I think I myself would feel frustrated painting epic scale minis.
Well, you do like painting smaller minis, though.
I like painting details, but I'm not very keen.
No, I mean like you literally like painting smaller minis. Well, you've said as much. You've said I like painting the smaller miniatures because I get done with them quicker.
Faster. Yeah. I'm sort of seeing it from Chris's quality point of view versus like my quality of what I would be willing to put in on a small mini, and I'm not sure I could match that without losing my mind.
Yeah, no, I could very much see myself losing my mind on that, but I think that's it, folks.
Yeah.
This one came through pretty clean, a nice clean hour. I was surprised because we were going pretty fast at the start, but I mean, I guess like when it comes to like, here's some stairs, what do I do?
Yeah.
But as always, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you so much for joining us. And as always, keep those brushes wet. Bye-bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Have a great weekend.
You too.